Hello? Hello, Twitter. Twitter Space. This is the first time I've ever done a Twitter Space. It's kind of cool. It's like I'm streaming. Except I'm not. Well, I am. You just can't see me. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about. I didn't want to talk about Twitter Spaces. I had a bunch of tweets today that were sent to me, which I basically want to address because I've been working all day pretty much to communicate with individuals in order to like fix anything that hasn't been dealt with. And that's sort of just what I wanted to talk about because originally I was going to tweet about this. Sorry, I'm playing Minecraft in the background if you hear my keyboard. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to tweet about this originally, but then I realized that I wouldn't be able to express myself correctly if I did that. So I wanted to do this verbally on a Twitter space. So let me do that. So, like I said, this morning I woke up to a bunch of tweets that needed to be resolved and addressed. And these came from mostly people that were commissioned to do something like art, basically. And I was going through these and I was talking to each artist, and there was a couple, and I got everything resolved within a short amount of time, which is awesome. But it leads me to my point where you're probably, I mean, you may have seen tweets, honestly, because I saw so many tweets of just so many things where I was being labeled certain things, and it was just insane to me. So that's what I wanted to basically talk about. The first thing, if you did read those tweets, I would be in shock too. If I read those tweets and I was like, holy shit, what the fuck, Skeppy? Like, why, how do you even like do that, right? And that's just why I want to ramble for a few minutes, really, just to give my perspective and my POV on a few things that occurred today. Firstly, I want to say that I have absolutely nothing but love and respect for the artists and the community. Seriously. Without you guys, fucking nothing would get done around here. And the shit you guys make, fucking incredible. When going through my Twitter fan art account, like that shit, there's so much. You can just scroll and see for yourself. But anyway, that's not the point. The main thing is how situations were handled, right? And you would assume poorly. Like, some situations were handled very poorly and were completely my fault. But the main thing where I want to express my frustration, if I'm allowed to do that for a minute. So there's a commission, right, in place. I will pay you X amount of money to do XYZ, and that is the commission. And the commission gets done, and that is that. Sometimes artwork is used, obviously still even when paid for, and sometimes it isn't. And that is, let's say, the transaction. That is the transaction at place. However, sometime in the future, said person is not happy with, let's say, the transaction, right? And that's honestly valid. Like, that's not even why I'm frustrated. Why I'm frustrated is because there's multiple means of communication that people can reach out to me, like directly or through a friend, any close friends. And it's not like that original line of communication just disappears. But today, all I feel like what I did and accomplished was give people what they wanted, but they wanted this originally, but didn't communicate that they wanted something. Now, I'm not a perfect person, but I cannot read minds. I can't know what you want if you don't tell me. That's just simply impossible. And I want to give you what you want. I want to over-deliver. I want everyone to walk away from a situation being happy. But situations that came up today were purely impossible for me to fix because I was never told that there was any sort of request. And because there was no request and said person leaves feeling unsatisfied. And if you still don't get what I'm trying to say, basically in the simplest forms, I pay $5, let's say hypothetically, to an artist to commission something, right? And they say yes. But in the back of their head, they don't want $5. They want $10, right? That's what they feel that is fair for their artwork and what's valued at. But hence, in a certain situation that wasn't said, and they just say yes. And then they feel unsatisfied after. Because maybe in this situation, they would feel undervalued. When I just would have really, really loved to be communicated with and just told, hey, I would love this. I honestly always try and overpay. And I've been doing that for years, whether it's a Minecraft build, any service. And I'm not saying that because I want like praise or anything. I just want to express my point of view because I felt just so anxious today because people were perceiving me in some weird light where I think at least that I'm like really nice to everyone. and I want to make everyone happy. And there was a situation that someone actually wasn't paid, which is 100% my fault. So basically what had happened was there's someone who needed to get paid. Payment was sent out and it was reversed. The bank reversed it. I don't know why, but it did. I have screenshots, I have proof, I have whatever if you want to see that. And the artist was never paid. Months go by. I'm sitting here thinking the artist was paid and everything's all good. I see a tweet. I was never paid. Obviously, I spent like a lot of hard work doing this, but that's the issue with me is that if you just told me, hey, I never received the payment, I would be more than happy to send double the payment as a late fee. I'm not sitting here out trying to get people. I don't feel good knowing, yeah, I didn't pay someone $100 to do something. I saved $100. Like, no, like, obviously I'm not an idiot. I know that if I do that, it's just going to be worse for me in the end. Why would I do that? But that's what I feel like people have been perceiving the entire thing as today. Like, I'm just out here trying to be an asshole. Like, what? No, why would... I don't know. I'm just frustrated, man. And I usually just, like, avoid situations like this, and I just, you know, address it, whatever. I'll say the tweet like I was planning on doing. But this one just really, 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 really bothered me because that is not who I am. And there were mess-ups. There were things that I should have done a lot better. I'm not denying fault for that at all. But what I will do is speak out about my character because I believe that's important when I know, and I'm sure people know, that certain situations and how it was perceived is just false. Now, I did talk to artists today, the ones that I was able to resolve everything with, and they were really cool. They were all really, really nice and mature about it, and it was sick. But I wasn't willing to just leave it there and just walk away from the situation because I feel like there was so much damage. Or if I don't talk about this, I'm just never going to feel okay with myself. I saw that there was like these Shopify terms and conditions that people were tweeting out as well. Like I was trying to steal art or like I don't really know. I didn't read all of it, but it was like trying to steal art so that something about Shopify terms and conditions. But this was a literal Shopify terms and conditions that every store has. Like, it's not just me. This is not me trying to, again, I don't know what it was, like stealing art or whatever. No. I know I saw Bad talk about it in, like, DMs or whatever. He's been really cute about the messages he's been sending me because he was really concerned. And after I told him, like, context about everything and he started to understand more, Bad was really great about it. Bad's just a really, really great friend to have, honestly. I know I've said it a fucking billion times, but Bad's just, this is not about Bad. Sorry, I'm going to shut up. Anyway, I'm sorry that I am just probably being a little bitch about this whole thing. I just was really sad and anxious, and sucks when you feel so vulnerable, I guess, especially when, like, there's two sides to stuff that goes down. And I've been with my family, like, all day, but I didn't really spend time with them because I was low-key ignoring them, and they're confused and mad at me why I did that. But I didn't want to get into it with them because it just would have been no. But yeah, all right, I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to cover. There's probably a little bit more, but I don't want to just keep going in circles with this. And I probably should have just tweeted, but I really just wanted to talk. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys have been doing well. And literally just spending time with my parents right now and my doggo, Rocco. I'm going to have to tweet a picture of that. And I'm doing something cool tomorrow that I'm also tweeting about, so you will see that. Uploading more on the yacht tubs. I'm getting there. But yeah, anyway, I think I'm going to end this because I don't really have too much else that I want to say. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm sorry if this scared a few of you guys. And I'm still learning at the end of the day. Like, I know I'm not perfect. I'm going to keep improving, and that's what's important to me. So yeah, I love you guys. I hope you guys have a good night. Peace out.